All right, y'all, so let me go ahead and just tell y'all real quick just kind of how life works in itself. So a few years back, man, when we first moved into our new home here, I wanted a product that was actually going to help with cleaning floors because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, I'm lazy when it comes to cleaning, all right? So I went out, y'all, and I bought the Roborock S5V with my own money, my own ducats, my own shillings, which is a robot vacuum and mop cleaner, which I love that thing, man, because I had never seen anything like that before when I was actually out in the market kind of searching for robotic vacuum cleaners, all right? Then the other day, man, I checked my email and the cool people over at Roborock, they reached out and was like, listen, C-Kid, we want to work with you. And I was like, hey, bro, let's do it because I've already been using you guys' products in my home already for years, literally since 2022. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's one of those kind of full circle life moments, all right? So Roborock, man, has another product that I want to show you guys in this video here that I feel like is going to be a good option for a lot of you guys out there that's not going to break the bank, and that is the Qrevo S5V that has a lot of solid features, and with their Prime Day deal that's happening, man, you guys can get up to $350 off. I wish I was able to get that off when I first bought it, but either way, man, let's go ahead and jump in, all right? All right, so if you guys don't know, man, Roborock is a major player in the robotic vacuum home product space. And over the years, y'all, I just heard good things about them. And with the Qrevo S5V, man, I just feel like this is another feather in their hat because it has superior suction power. It has tangle-free design brushes. And like I said before, you also get a crazy discount on it, which is going to add even more value on top of the money that you guys are shelling out. So as you guys can see me here unboxing it and showing you guys everything you get, as well as setting it up, which by the way, super easy to set this bad boy up. We're gonna go ahead and just kind of talk about the 6 main reasons or features that I personally feel like why you should consider this as a product for your home. We're gonna talk about the dual anti-tangle system. We're gonna talk about the powerful suction power of that 12,000 PA hyperforce suction power for being able to pick up virtually anything. Then there's the flexi arm edge mopping, which we're gonna get into that here, which I must say is generally something that you get on more of those more expensive robot vacuum cleaners. So I was kind of surprised that we end up getting that feature here too. Then there's the Reactive Tech obstacle avoidance, which is crucial, man, if you guys are someone out there that has pets like myself, or you have kids within your home and stuff that just kind of gets laid all out on the floor. It's going to be able to kind of navigate around those things. Then we have the multifunctional docking station, which has 6 solid features, man, that you're going to want to hear about in this video here. And then last, we're going to get into that flexible app control, all right? Which in my opinion, I feel like Roborock, out of all of the ones that I've tested, pretty much has one of the better apps that I've used when it comes to robotic vacuums as well as mop cleaners. So the first thing that I think we really need to touch on here, which I feel like is important, is the suction power, because let's be honest here, this is probably one of the main reasons why you even watching this video here, or even why you even looking at a product like this, right? Because if it's not good at the suction power, then it's going back, all right? Well, y'all, with the Qrevo S5V, you don't have to worry about that at all, man, because with the 12,000 PA hyperforce suction power that is paired with the Duo Divide bristle brush will ensure effectively picking up hair, debris, dust, and dirt, as well as tackling the cleaning challenges such as carpets as well as hard floor gaps that you guys may have within your home. And you guys can see right here, man, with the examples of things that I've put on my floor here, it does a great job as far as picking up dirt, debris, food, chips, cereal, and just other random things that I've like mixed into this whole concoction here that the hyperforce suction power just picked up with ease, all right? Now, the next thing I want to go ahead and talk with you guys about here in this video, and that is the dual anti-tangle system that is made up of 2 things that we're going to talk about now. This works with the Dual Divide main brush that you guys are seeing right here, as well as the anti-tangle side brush when it comes to picking up debris and everything, but mainly when it comes to picking up hair. Listen, when you guys are like me and you own a dog, this is something that I feel is going to be crucial. Or if you guys have, you know, a person in your home that has long hair that just, it finds itself randomly around the house on the floor. So the Dual Divide brush has these 2 parallel short bristle rollers with spiral blades that guides hair towards the central dustpan, where the powerful suction that I just told you guys about is going to actually remove it. And you guys can see right here, man, with the example of just how fast it can pick up hair. It's flawless, man. And it works in 4 steps that I really want y'all to understand, all right? So the first thing that it's gonna do is obviously it's gonna pick up the hair off the floor as well as within your carpets. Then it's gonna gather all of that inside the dual arm, which is designed to actually move the hair from the ends to be able to cut the transport distance in half for greater efficiency. Then the next part, or I guess I should say where the magic happens, is where it's going to actually strip it off by having the two main brushes here. It's going to operate at two different speeds that creates a differential effect that tears apart the bundled hair in a central gap for easy removal. And then last, it's going to suck it all inside of the vacuum with its high flow, narrow opening design, and it's going to remove it from the main brush. Such a dope design of how they did that, man, but it is something that I want y'all to know, all right? Then on the side here, man, it has the AntiTangle side brush, where the unique arc-shaped asymmetric brush that harnesses a force that's going to help it actually prevent it from all tangling up with the hair and guide it effortlessly into the bristles that we just kind of talked about. Now, giving it 100% hair removal rate and 0% hair tangling rate. And with both of these actually working side by side, it creates a dual anti-tangle system that gives you cleanliness within your home without a snag for handling long hair, while also being pet friendly, which is to me important because obviously I have a pet within my home and I need it to be pet friendly, all without constant brush maintenance, man. Now, one thing most people out there get concerned with when it comes to, typical robot vacuum cleaners that are out there are the corners within your home, because for some odd reason, everything seems to just build up in the corners of your home, all right? So the Qrevo S5V, man, has a flexi arm mop that extends out from the right side of the mop, and it's gonna clean along the edges precisely, and it will dynamically adjust to the corners for better and more efficient cleaning. So how this actually works is, man, they have these dual lifting, spinning mops that is designed to be able to get out or pick up these stubborn stains that, kind of need a little bit more extra effort when it comes to picking up things off of your hardwood floors like mine, or smooth tiles, or even rough surfaces. Either way, it's got you covered. Now, the spinning mops is going to be more for the mopping side of things with its 200 RPM mopping speeds, which will simulate more of a hand mopping result. Also, let's say you guys have carpet within your home or a rug within your home. It can lift up to 10 millimeters or 0.4 inches off of the ground to be able to avoid dampening your carpet or your rugs that you guys may have whenever it's going from hard floor surfaces to your carpets. Because let's be honest, you don't want like the water to be all in your carpet, because that would cause all kind of problems. So they thought of that too. So shout out to Roborock. Now, also within the app, man, which we're going to cover here in a second, you can also adjust the water flow of 30 levels to help you guys with meeting the needs for the different floor types that you guys may have, as well as the different humidity conditions that you guys may be living in. Now, the next feature is going to be for those people out there that's like me, who likes to leave the house shoes kind of all over the place, or you might have a dog or a kid that likes to leave their toys kind of all over the place, but you still like to run your robotic vacuum cleaner, whether it's on a schedule or you just kind of like to, to keep your house clean. So it has this feature called the Reactive Tech obstacle avoidance feature, where it is powered by a structured light, which helps it to detect as well as navigate around obstacles effortlessly all within your home, even if you have a cluttered room with items that are all over the floor, like you guys can see right here. Mainly, this feature here is for preventing the robot vacuum from bumping into things around your home. Basically, it can detect the hazards before you can even notice the hazards are even coming, if that makes sense. Now, it also uses percent LiDAR, where the system in itself is going to scan 360 degrees around your home or your room, and it's going to create a detailed map for it to be able to learn the most efficient route for it to take for cleaning, which is actually 6 times faster if you guys are using the quick mapping feature. Now, also within the app, it's going to create a 3D map display layout of your home, and it's going to give you more of the details for you guys to be able to kind of see within the app. And it can also map up to 4 different floors within your home for being able to clean. But what I typically do is I personally like to just buy one for each floor of my home. That way I don't have to necessarily worry about moving it from one floor to the next floor, if that makes sense. But again, all of that is going to typically depend on your budget. But with the discount that they offering for the Prime Day deal, y'all, this might be the time to do it, to whereas I feel like it would still make sense, because you'll be saving, if you get 2 of them, you'll be saving over $700 complete out of both units. I'm just saying. Now, you're probably like, with all of these dope features, the powerful suction, the dual anti-tangle system, the flex arm mop, what's the process, C-Kid, after it's completed all of its cleaning, all right? So it comes with this multifunctional docking station here that's gonna dock itself after it's completed its cleaning cycle. Then it's gonna start the self-wash on the mop to get anything that it picked up off the floor off of the mop, right? Think of it as like a washing machine for your mop, where it's gonna do a slow pre-wash, then it's gonna go through a medium rinse, then it's gonna go through a high-speed spin cycle here to be able to kind of dry it off. Now, when it comes to the drying part here, it's gonna flow warm air through the whole system, and it's gonna be able to dry off the mopping pads with its low drying noise at only 45 decibels. So just know it's quiet, all right? Now, it also has 3 safety protections for constant temperature drying that ensures safe drying with a thermostat. It also has a fuse as well as software control. So rest assured, man, it is safe, all right? And during the drying cycle, the mop will automatically rotate once every 15 minutes to ensure a more uniform drying of the mop, which to me is clutch because, you know, you don't want half of the mop to be wet and then the other half of the mop to be dry, if that makes sense. Now, the next feature is the auto dust emptying feature, which is something that I feel like we do see on most of the robotic vacuum cleaners that are out there, where it basically auto empties any of the debris, the dirt, the food, anything that you basically picked up off the floor. Is going to suck it inside of a dust bag that is inside of the dock, where you guys can actually go 7 weeks without having to manually empty that bag inside of the docking station, all right? And then let's say, man, during your cleaning cycle, you end up running out of water that's inside of the robot. The docking itself will auto-fill the robot water tank during the cleanup whenever the water level is low. It can mop up to 3,552 square feet or 330 square meters for those conversion people out there before you guys ever need to fill the clean water tank manually, all right? Now, if you guys are wondering, yes, you can detach the dock base, which would allow you guys to be able to give it a thorough cleaning to be able to help reduce the buildup of dirt or just mud over time to reduce potential clogging, all right? And last, before we actually get into the app, is the charging, all right? The docking station in itself will allow for 30% faster charging, helping you guys complete cleaning cycles way faster or just get it ready for the next cleaning cycle, all right? And the last thing I want to show you guys real quick, and that is the flexible app control. Now, in the app here, you guys can set your different floor types per the room, so it's going to adapt its cleaning strategies accordingly. You can also select temporary cleaning options, whereas during cleaning, if it detects an area that is not well cleaned, you can direct the robot to go back and clean that area again. And once it's finished, it's going to resume its original task. You can also set custom cleaning routines, and you can also save them as shortcuts to be able to reuse them or activate those a whole lot quicker. You can also customize your maps to set no-go zones, which is areas where you don't necessarily want the robot vacuum to be able to go. You can also customize where you want it to be able to clean and how you actually want to clean it by selecting certain rooms or certain sections and setting the suction power as well as the water flow and other features. And one that I personally like to set, and that is the smart cleaning strategies to be able to clean along floor directions to better remove hair as well as dust from crevices, and it reduces the noise from the main brush when it's going across your floors. Highly recommend you guys set that to be, you know, going the right floor direction within your home. So if you guys are interested in checking out the Qrevo S5V, I have a direct link for you guys down in the description section below for you guys to check out. Also, I wanted to quickly mention that Roborock also offers a QV35A model for those people out there that may have a smaller budget and is more of an affordable option that still comes with a solid amount of options and features. So either option that you guys decide to go with, I feel like you can't lose, man. And I'll have a direct link for both of those products down in the description section below. And again, make sure you check out the Prime Day deals that they have on both of those, all right? Thanks again for Roborock for sponsoring today's video. See y'all in the next one. Squad, we out.